everyone, this is Noodle here today, and today we have a bit of a different kind of video. This is kind of a setup video for a series I'm starting, which I think if it goes well, I think you guys are going to really enjoy this series. I've never seen anybody do a series like this, and I think it'll be a really fun series to do, and everyone will enjoy it. First, to start this off, I kind of have to tell you a little bit about myself, and about why I'm doing YouTube, about why I think I can help on YouTube, and just kind of my whole motivation here. Well, you guys get to enjoy some gameplay on the Tacboat and Parasol Storm. So about myself, before I got into gaming, when I was younger, I used to race motocross. I started racing when I was about, I would say, 13 years old or so. And I raced for about 6 years, and in that time I went from being, if anybody knows anything about motocross, I went from being a rider on mini bikes, on 80cc bikes, so I moved up to the big bikes. I rode 254 strokes, 454 strokes, and I raced at an elite level, just below professional. I did one supercross race in which I ended up breaking my wrist on one of the triple jumps, but that was no fun. But throughout that time, I learned a lot. It was the first sport I'd really ever taken seriously. In order to reach an elite level at anything, you have to really take it seriously and dedicate yourself to it, and it goes to gaming as well. And there are a certain amount of principles that you learn from dedicating yourself to something like that that you can apply to other parts of your life, and it just helps you with anything, honestly. And honestly, it takes a lot of things. I was blessed, obviously, with the ability to be a good rider on a motorcycle, but it also takes a good teacher too. Throughout racing motorcycles, my dad was my teacher. He was, in the 80s, he was a professional rider, and had some really good results, actually. But he was my teacher. He taught me how to do it, and he really taught me it's the fundamentals of learning to be a good rider. As I always say, and it says in my about me on this page, is this channel is about teaching you guys how to think. I'm not trying to teach you what to think. Go out there and here, think this, and you will be good. No, it's teaching you how to think, how to apply certain things to certain situations, and that's how you become a better player. Anybody can teach you what to think, what weapon to use, what grenade to select, whatnot, but it's how to think is what separates the moderate players from the really good players. And to continue on with my story a little bit, I'll do it this way. My dad got sick, and actually, it's the reason I stopped racing motorcycles. My dad was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, and after that, I really couldn't race too much. We couldn't really afford to race, and I had actually broken my hand at one point, and I come back to motocross, and I was really out of shape. I was doing some high-level racing, and I just was not in shape. And I started training on my bicycle in order to keep in shape, or to get back into shape, and I ended up, because we couldn't really afford to race, I started road bicycle racing, like Tour de France, like that. And through what I learned from motocross, and just, like, again, being blessed with the ability to do it, I actually raced bicycles at a professional level. Raced professional races, some of the biggest races in the United States of America, and got some pretty good results, and I'm pretty happy with what I've done in cycling. And I'm not done with cycling, but at the moment, with family and everything, I can't race at the highest level that I want, because once you've been to that level, you can't really go down. It's just not the same. And from cycling, I've got into gaming. I started with Call of Duty 4. I played on my $500 Best Buy laptop, and I had never played a first-person shooter, and I sucked. I was terrible. I thought, oh, I'm pretty good at playing single player. I'll be good at multiplayer, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. Instead of the computer thinking to shoot at you, when you actually have other brains thinking about it, it's a lot different. And I realized if I was going to be good at this, and I really liked it, I'm like, I like playing Call of Duty 4. Even though I had a terrible system and I knew nothing about computers, so I didn't know I had a bad system. I didn't even know what a graphics card was. Through that, I started to apply the same principles, the same kind of dedication that I had learned from motocross and from my father teaching me them, and applied to cycling to become a good rider, to video games. And eventually through a lot of coaching and just research of friends and whatnot who were into games and stuff, I learned about computers, and I got a better computer and whatnot, and I started playing Battlefield 3, and once again, I went from being a pretty good Call of Duty player to just sucking at Battlefield 3. There's no comparison. Battlefield, no matter what people say, is a lot harder than Call of Duty. It's just so much more to learn, and so much more. But that's the thing I want to teach you guys, is just the principles of the game. And to get into the series I want to do, this is how I want to do it. There are droves and droves of good players out there who have amazing ideas, have amazing ability at certain things in Battlefield, whether it's being in a tank, like I excel at ground warfare quite a bit, and I kind of always have in Battlefield. Or there's guys out there that are just mind-blowing in just playing the assault class. And this is what I want to exploit. I want to interview these people. I want to find these guys, and I want to interview them. And I want to pick their brains a bit. And I want to gain the knowledge from them. And through gaining the knowledge like that, that's how you can apply those dedication, those principles, and having that knowledge, you can become a better player. That is one of the first things I learned from racing motorcycles. Is I used to tape all the motocross races, the professional ones, in the United States. And I had a VCR. VCR. Remember those? I used to slow-mo and watch the guys, how they went through corners, how they jumped, how they went through certain sections of tracks, and just trying to learn from them. And if you apply that kind of thing to Battlefield, that's how you learn to do the little things, the detail work that separates the good players from the mediocre players. And that's the importance of YouTube, honestly. And now Battlefield 4, since we have the spectator mode, you can also use that as well. Just watch people. Watch how they do it. And that's how you become a better player. So that's what I want to do, guys. I'm going to try to find these guys. I'm going to interview them. It'll be maybe we'll play their gameplay. I'm not sure whatever they want to do. Because honestly, I want to make them look as good as possible as well, because it'll be their show a bit, and I'll be interviewing them. And we're going to try to pick their minds a bit to try to understand how they do this certain thing good, how they play with X weapon well, or how they fly a jet. Some guys can fly jets in this game that'll blow your mind. It's unbelievable. And we're going to just try to pick that out of their mind, and we can learn from that. I can become a better player. You can become a better player in that. And also I have to kind of explain this too. I do monetize my videos. I am a YouTube partner. And therefore, the videos, these interviews I'm going to do with these guys, I'm going to donate the proceeds from the videos, the monetized money from the videos, to the United States MDA, Muscular Dystrophy Association, in memory of my dad. Like I said, he was diagnosed with ALS and has since passed away from ALS. And therefore, I think donating the money to the MDA to help research, possibly help find a cure for a couple of these diseases, or hopefully all of them, because they are terrible diseases, trust me. It's not a fun thing for any family or anybody to ever go through. And yeah, I'm gonna donate the money from these videos to the MDA to try to help other people out too. Well, we're trying to help ourselves out here with becoming better Battlefield players. Try to give back to the community and, you know, just help people out in general. I do like making these videos, guys, about these little tips or anything to try to help you guys out. If you do like these videos and if you do think I have earned your subscription, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate everybody who has already subscribed to my channel. I've had so many subscribers and it's really great. Thank you all very much for watching this video. My name is Noodle, and until next time, remember, use your noodle.